Good morning, day 2 of the TGO Challenge. I'm here in my tent. It's a little after 5, and you can see it's daylight. I woke up at 4:45, tried to go back to sleep. Wasn't happening, so I think I'm going to get a slow start and just get some miles in. That'll help me warm up a little bit. It's quite chilly. Everything is damp. There's a lot of humidity. Even though there's a lot of wind, the air is saturated. So I'll take you outside and let you see what it looks like outside. As you can see, it's hiding the tops of some of the peaks in the mountains here. So the humidity is here. I fell asleep probably from around 10 to midnight, woke up a little around midnight, and I think I drifted off probably around 12:30 or 1 again till about 4:45. So regrettably, I'm going to let my air out of my mattress now. The sound I dread every morning. Always a disappointment. So, and then the day will begin in earnest. Oh, that's depressing. You know what's happening. But I'm going to get everything going. I'm going to bury that food that I spilled and try and get some miles. I'm going to put my wind shirt on since I think that'll keep a lot of the breeze from making me cold. So that's what's going on. Everything's wet though. The tent, all the walls, they're starting to dry a little bit. But they feel a little damp. None of my clothes dried overnight. You can tell the temperature and the temperature changed, and so did obviously pressure, as my bottle is collapsed from the pressure it was at night. So that's it. I'll get started packing everything up. Well, it's 5:42, so in about 30 minutes, I was able to pack up. Here's my spot where I camped last night, and that's the valley where I'm heading. You can see the trail right there. At least I hope that's the trail, because that's the one I'm taking. I'm going to try and stay on it this time, and try not to get wet and dry out. It really sucks putting on wet clothes, but it's to be expected. It's quite windy and cold. So, but I'm really thankful that I bought that wind jacket. I had researched, Scotland while I was preparing, and I just happened to watch someone's video, and they really recommended having a wind shirt, which I had never heard of before. It's basically, it's super light, but it's basically just a windbreaker, but super light windbreaker. And Montbell makes one, and I think I bought it from them. It's overpriced, if you ask me what you get, but it's it does the job, and it's super light. So that's what you're paying for, the technology into the material. This is a nice proper trail. I wish this would have been the whole way. I would have easily been able to stay dry. It's a little rutted and wet, but I wouldn't be stepping in mud. So we're on our way. Probably pretty cool for that guy. There he goes, he's moving. Some sort of slug. It's still quite wet at times and muddy, even on this trail, but it's faster going. I'm able to do, 20 to 25 minute miles, as opposed to 35 and 40 or 45 even, like I was doing yesterday. So sometimes it just doesn't pay to try to stay dry. I'm already wet. My feet are already wet and cold. It's just easier sometimes to just walk right through the puddle and keep going. Just try to stay on your feet. I hope I'm even on the trail. It's so hard sometimes to follow it in here. But 10 minutes after 7, just about. I'm coming to what I've been told is a hostel right on the trail. Wish I would have known about this. I probably could have pushed on here last night. It was another 3 miles though. That would have been a little slow going, but the trails have been much better here. You can see it's an actual dirt path, and I'm making much better time. I've done 5 kilometers already today. I do need to go to the bathroom though. I don't know if they'll let me use the bathroom there, if there even is one. So, but I may stop in and just ask. But I was walking with a gentleman. He's retired from military in the UK, and he was going a little slower, so he said to me to go past. I didn't know if he had to do something, or just didn't want to walk with him or with someone else. I'm a little bit faster than him, but not by much. He's right behind me. My chest is hurting me from where I fell yesterday, and my wrist is hurting me. But I don't think anything's broken. It's not that type of pain, it's just sore. So I'm hoping it's just a bruise. I haven't looked at it yet. Hopefully I'll check it out tonight. So I just visited the hostel, where luckily there was a toilet. However, it uses special paper, which I didn't have, or it's supposed to be there, but I don't think there was any. Or maybe if you stay there, they give it to you. So I used my own toilet paper, but in not wanting to clog up their septic system or destroy their toilet, I took my paper with me in a plastic bag. So I met 3 other Americans that are on the challenge. They're going to Drumnachet. I'm learning how to say it better, I think. I think that's how you say it. It's close enough that most people would understand me. They're up ahead. I left there and I started walking down the trail, and I realized I'm missing something. My sticks, my poles. So I had to turn back around. Luckily, I hadn't gone too far. I was just about to cross pretty much almost where I am right now. There's a bridge over here, a wooden bridge. And I was about to get on and I realized I don't have anything in my hands, and I'm supposed to. So I traveled back, and that's when I met 3, they're Americans, 2 from Ohio, 1 from New Jersey. So that's it. Bathroom was well timed because I was about to choose a spot and go. I don't think I could have held out much longer. I've got about 20 kilometers left to go today to make it to Coogee, and I'm wondering if I should try to push the next day to make it to Fort Augustus a day earlier, instead of stopping right after that Torgoyle Bridge. But I might try to sleep with my plan. I'll see how I'm feeling. It would give me a day almost rest anyway, but I think with only 6 kilometers to do on Sunday, there's predicted to be heavy rain though. So I definitely would like to get in early, get a shower, maybe do some laundry, wash my clothes. Hopefully the rest of the trail will be kind of like what I'm on right now, which is a dirt path, and it's a proper trail to me. I'm much more happy with this than the other trails. Let me turn around so you can see what I'm walking on. It's still quite wet at times. You're going across, obviously, the rivers over to the right, the Afric River, and this is called Glen Afric, and this is a national trail, I was told. So yeah, probably a little better supported or maintained, not very much. And you can see the party of 3 in front of me. They're also on the challenge. And that's what's the beauty of this. You just meet people at random. And, I forgot to get that gentleman's name I was walking with earlier. Maybe I'll see him, but I don't think I will. I think he's going a different route than me, because I believe he's also going to Drumnachet. So, but that's it. Other than that, beautiful day. Temperatures are cool. The wind's not quite as bad as it was earlier, probably because of the location. It widens out here. and see some water up ahead. So looks like I might be rock hopping or getting wet. Sometimes I just don't even bother anymore. I end up slipping off a rock anyway and getting wet. Oh, we did good that one. So I'm just trying to make my miles, get my distance in. Okay, I've walked 4 miles today. Of course, some of it was up and back, but we're doing well. Time is good. It's only 7:30 in the morning. A gentleman back there said, even the other guy that I was walking with, like, wow, you're up early. And I'm like, yeah, well, it gets light, about 4:15, 4:20. I did have my buff over my eyes, but I just woke up and it's bright, so not a chance of going back to sleep. So that's it. I saw those deer, red deer, a little while ago. You'll see one of the pictures and some video maybe. Just beautiful. They're running across and they see you, some of them, they scurry away. So a lot of slugs on the ground. I took a picture of them, but they're all the same. All these black slugs, pretty big. Coming up a mountain, I was just walking for the past maybe kilometer or less with 2 other TGO hikers, Karen and Emma. They're both from the UK, although one of them has lived in the US all over. She lived upstate New York. Then she told me she lived in Tallahassee for a while, Florida, and then in Portland. So, and then came back home, and now she lives in the UK. They stayed last night at a nice place where I crossed that bridge, and there was some stone huts there. So they had a nice block from the wind and flat area. I'm jealous. But they started at a different location. They started a little bit closer. But they did about 28 kilometer, I think they said. They stopped to get water. I'm going to continue on. They're supposed to be heading to the same place I am, but they're not staying there. They're just passing through. They're going to Coogee, because it's well known that they have refreshments there, supposedly tea and some cakes. And I guess that's, as you know, for a hiker, that's a big draw. So that's it. Walking along. I've done 14K already. I'm probably halfway to where I need to be today, to Coogee, and I'll probably stop there. I may push on a little bit, but I doubt it. I'll probably just enjoy the rest and stay there, and then worry about tomorrow going on to Plata Falls, which they said they're going to as well, and it's supposed to be quite nice to see. So I'm going to do that. And that's it. Check back in later. You know what I keep forgetting to mention? I started recording with the intent to, everyone keeps telling me that there's a section up ahead right when I turn off this trail to go to Coogee that is quite marshy and boggy. It's about 2 kilometers long, and they said it's very, very bad. Way worse than what I've done already. So it's got me a little concerned. I met another hiker. I believe she was American. She was in her tent still, but she was asking me if I had gone this route before because she was worried about it. So I've heard 3 people now, 3 different groups tell me how bad that area is. Although Karen, who actually is a mountain guide, although not in this area, says that she heard that there's work being done there. They're developing the area, so the road may have been graded. I'm hoping she's very right, because I'm not looking forward to more bogs and marsh, though it's only 2 kilometers. But that will definitely slow me down and make me earn my miles there. So that's it. It's just after 9:30. I'm stopping. I took off my jacket. It's getting quite warm now. Going up, I'm gonna have a Miss Tilly's famous Scottish tablet. I don't know what it is, but I picked it up. It's quite heavy, so I'm gonna eat it up so I can lighten up my pack. And I'm gonna have a drink of water. It's the first food I've had all day, and I just made 9 miles. Absolutely beautiful. The trees are blocking here. That's the road where I came from, and that's where I'm heading. I just picked this nice area here. It's flat and a little level, and I was on my climb up, take a break. I'm gonna hoist my pack up and get moving again. Done it again. I stopped to take my pack off and get a drink, and I left my poles behind again. It's becoming a habit now. Gotta stop doing this. So now I gotta backtrack to where I took my break. Wasted miles. There you are. Haven't I told you to stay with me? So I just did about a quarter mile in stupid tacks to pick up my sticks again. I think I need to keep them on my wrist. That's 2 times in one day. It's too much. I'm gonna have to make like a mental checklist to make sure I have them from now on. Fog is burning off a little bit. It's risen to, you can barely see most of the mountaintops, but you can't see that one. So still got some more to go, but it's keeping the temperature cooler because it's overcast, which is welcome. Well, it's about 20 to 12. I've walked close to 12, almost 13 miles now. Just came off of a little path through the mountains. Lost my way again, bushwhacked, refound the trail, and came out on this walking path, which I'm appreciating very, very much right now. Really tired, I gotta get something to eat. But here's what I see. Beautiful valley in front of me. So I'm on my way to Coogee. Got a couple of kilometers to go. So it looks like I have just under 6 kilometers to go. So hopefully like another hour and a half. And it looks like I stay on this road and this road will take me directly to the farm village of Coogee. I'm looking forward to it. Chest is hurting me. It's kind of sore. Hopefully it's just bruised. I'm hoping to take a look at it today when I stop. If I'm there early enough, which should be. I'm hoping to get there like by 1 or 2 at the latest. I'm gonna eat something now. Definitely feeling tired after my dirt trip to Coogee on that trail. Not very well marked. It's not marked at all really, and not very well worn in certain places. It becomes overgrown, or it's just a marshy area. So sometimes you can see where people have stepped in the mud. It's disturbed, but sometimes you can't, and it's not always easy. So I had to keep the map out a lot and use that to kind of just guide me in the right direction. And then I saw a fence with a gate toward the top, so I just kind of kept going in that direction, and it took me to where I needed to go, and I found the path again. So not so good at reading maps, I guess. Feeling it. Okay, we'll be on the way. It's 3 o'clock. I'm at the, I think it's pronounced Strang family farm here in Coogee, and they've been gracious enough to let me stay here. So, pitched my tent. There's one with this beautiful view. That's their house as well. This is their family land. I guess their parents lived here, and they stay here, and every year, I guess, in memory of their parents who started this, or their grandparents, I guess, helping out hikers, supporting the TGO Challenge as people come through. And a lot of people just come through and stop. There's 2 hikers, they're leaving now. I met 3 other hikers. 2 of them are actually vetters for the TGO as well. and they serve food. I got some tea. I've got a bacon roll. I mean, how could you ask for more? What wonderful people to go out of their way to do that. And I think it's just wonderful. It's they're trail angels, basically, you know, what we're used to in the States. I don't think they call themselves that, but it is wonderful for them to do this and remember their parents. So that's Archie. He's not happy because he's got to go somewhere with his dad. He was helping me, well, he was talking to me while I was pitching my tent, telling me all about different things. My feet are hurting. My chest is hurting where I fell yesterday. I'm really hoping nothing's seriously injured in it. It doesn't feel like it, just feels like it's bruised. I haven't taken a look at it yet. I probably should have. Just trying to dry out my stuff now. So I'm gonna leave my socks out here to dry in the sun. And I've been fairly fortunate. A lot of dirt on my feet, but no blisters, thankfully. I'm done for the day. I've walked over 30,000 steps already. I did something like 26 or 27 kilometers. I did my mileage that I planned. And tomorrow I'm gonna go to Plata Falls, and the people are telling me, two of the people here that were here, that they've done this route before, tell me there's really not good camping by Torgal Bridge, which is where I planned on camping there. So I may have to push on into Fort Augustus. So that'd be a long day tomorrow. It's an extra 2 miles that I would have to do, 6 kilometers. Actually more, yeah, it'd be like 3.2 miles that I would have to walk. I don't know if I have that in me, to be honest with you. My feet are hurting. My right foot is hurting along the top. I'm assuming from yesterday's punishment, banging down, but I just don't know. So, but we'll see what I decide to do. Right now, I'm looking to just really take off my feet, take off my shoes on my feet and my socks, and just dry stuff out and relax and rest a little bit. And probably go get an early start again tomorrow, I imagine. I like starting early because I like getting the miles done where the weather's cool. Tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day as well. Good temperatures. It's been warmer than usual here. So Sunday's supposed to be rain. So if I can get to Fort Augustus tomorrow, a day ahead of schedule, that will be good for me. And I could probably keep dry and maybe leave Fort Augustus in the afternoon the following day. So, or maybe just take a day there and then just leave early on Monday as planned. Then I'd be back on schedule. But it would give my body a chance to rest and heal. But I've only done 2 days already. But it's been hard coming up that path that leads to Coogee. I lost the trail again. I bushwhacked. It's quite hard. It was quite muddy. Not as bad as the first day with all the marshy area, but it was still quite muddy and wet. And so it was interesting. But kind of like being back home to me, going through the Everglades or swamp on some of my other hikes. So it wasn't as alarming to me, but I didn't expect it. And just when your feet are getting dry from walking and they're, all the water's evaporated, then you get them wet again. It's like it starts all over again. Sometimes it actually feels good because it's cold and it refreshes them. But so far I haven't seen any blisters. I've been fairly fortunate. My feet were damp all day. I had to put these clothes back on wet. But that's it. So I'm just going to lay here and enjoy the sun and the fact that I will not be walking.